Mic check 1 2 1 2. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Top of the morning, everybody. Welcome to another day, another opportunity to make everything happen that you've been wanting to happen. Today's episode is titled "Get Busy." I'm not alone. I got Peyton in the studio with me today. Um,
Hi.
the returning guest is all y'all love so very much. We're talking about getting busy today, and I got a confession to make. Honestly, I have not been the best version of myself, ladies and gentlemen. I have not been. I have not been who I like to be. I have not lived up to my own capabilities. I have not lived up to who I think I should be. I have not been the best me. I've been slacking on myself, slacking on me, um, letting myself get too far away from who I know I should be. I'm not. Listen, I'm not afraid to admit that. I have no problem with that. I understand I'm a human being. I forgive myself, and I'm trying to figure out how to get myself back. Like, for instance, I haven't ran in like maybe 2 weeks, and I'm used to running on a consistent basis. Haven't ran in like 2 weeks. Um, I've been really in my own mind about things. I know we all get there, but I'm in this phase of transition and change, and I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. Honestly, what's the best way to change? What's the best way to transition? A lot of things have came on my plate recently, and I'm like, okay, how do I deal with the weight of what's new? So, anyways, um, I know I need to restructure myself and put myself in a position where um, I can be the best version of myself. And to do that, I got to get busy. I got to get busy. I got to get to it. I'm wasting a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. I admit it. I waste a lot of time not doing the things I know that I should be doing. I waste a lot of time not doing the things that I know I should be doing. I'm going to say it again. I waste a lot of time not doing. I looked at my screen time. Just based on my screen time from my phone told me I was up like 20%. So I know that I'm spending more time doing mindless things um, and not honing my craft, not studying enough, not getting busy. So that's what today's topic is about, getting busy and becoming better at what you do. See, I think a lot of times people don't focus on how can they get better? How do you get better at what you already do? Just because you're good at something, do you think that you can get better? And I think that for me, that was my problem. Because I'm already good at what I do, I'm lazy when it comes to getting better. Have you experienced that, Peyton? Because you are good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you practice when you're good at stuff, or you practice less when you're good at it?
I think I practice more when I'm not good at it. Well, actually, I don't really practice a lot because I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I don't really. It depends on what I'm practicing. If it's something if it's something that I have to practice, like dance routine, then
No,
yeah.
let's think about math, right? Remember how when you wasn't so good at multiplication, you were doing it every day, wasn't you?
Yeah.
And then now when you got good at it, you don't do it every day as much anymore. Now let me ask you, because you don't practice as much as you did when you did not know how to do it, do you feel like you were better when you were practicing more, or do you feel like because you know it now you don't really need to practice?
I feel like I'm still learning because uh, I feel like I do it enough at school, and I'm not really a math person.
So okay, you're not really a math person. So if you're not really a math person, there's only one way to become a math person,
Uh, Learn it.
and you gotta practice. Gotta get busy.
To me, math, it'll get you somewhere, but to me right now it's nothing. It's boring because like you use it in life, but also it's like thinking when I feel like it's better when you think when they ask you like oh, what's this and this, or what's that and that. I feel like if you think it there, you'll get more of the right answer than just saying, like, it's that. And, like, you may get it wrong because that's what you think it is. I
You
feel
mean
like.
okay? So maybe you saying that
I
you're
feel
not
like when
practicing.
they ask you, it's better to think about it than just get it right away because it may be wrong.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to bring up the scenario or the idea to everyone listening out there about how busy are you. Now, here's the thing: there's a lot of busy people, but the reality is most people ain't that busy. And listen, the reason why I say this is because I'm a super busy person. I have a lot of things on my plate. I have a lot of Peyton shaking her head because she knows. There's a lot of times I don't come home till late, or we got to stay out until later. I'm all over the place. Tonight we have the podcast pit, so you know, for me, my day starts at 9 a.m. Or really, it starts at 7:30 a.m. Waking up the kids, and then the day doesn't end until it won't end tonight until about 11 p.m. I won't even see my house until 11 p.m. That's that's a 14-hour day. Now I'm not complaining, of course, because this is what I signed up for. But I'm realizing I'm at my best when I'm using my time more wisely. When I'm actually detailing my time out. You know, it's man, it's. I think that we live like we have more time, or like we have the most time in the world. Like we get all the time in the world. Now realizing I said this, I think at last show or a couple shows before, that opportunities are being missed every single time we're not busy. Every single time we sit up late at night scrolling through our phone, we could be using that time to learn something new or get better at what we do. This weekend, I decided that I was going to get busy this weekend. I decided that I wasn't going to use my time, not all of my time. I said I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do some research. I sat up late one night and I did some research for like 2 hours, 3 hours. I learned so much within that 2 3 hour time that now I get to take with me throughout my career. Information I didn't know. And I'm like, man, if I spend 2 3 hours a day learning and focusing and working on my craft, I would probably be a much further along than I am now. So I realized that I'm my own kryptonite. I've been causing myself pain because I am not focused enough. I have not been acting serious enough. I'm serious, but I'm not serious enough. And to be honest with y'all, most of y'all are the same way. Y'all serious, but you're not serious enough. It's one thing to be good at basketball, then there's another thing to be NBA ready. You know, there's one thing to be good at tennis, and then there's another thing to be Serena Williams. What you want to say?
I do that with gymnastics.
What do you do? What do you do?
Like, I would come home. I wouldn't really practice. The only thing I would practice, I'd probably do like, I'll be on like the pull up bar. That's it. I won't really like. I feel like
You feel like you feel like you can practice more.
I do, but I feel like I don't go enough.
Okay, so
Practice.
but okay, even if not, even if you don't go to gymnastics enough days, there's things you can do at home. There's videos you can watch. There's stuff you can read. There's things you can do to prepare yourself. There's stretches you can do. There's moves you can practice. You be on a pull-up bar at home. That's an opportunity. That's you building your upper body strength. It's super
I mean,
important.
I do cartwheels.
Yeah, no, you do. But for the average adult, who controls their time, who controls where they are every single day, most of us, Peyton, we don't use our time very wisely. That's why most of us are not living the life that we want to
Because
live.
a lot of us, we do use our time, we use it wisely, but not wisely enough.
No, we spend more time watching TV. We spend a lot of time watching TV as humans. We spend a lot of times letting things entertain us because for some reason, and I would say from my experience even recently, sometimes you just want to be numb to everything. You don't want to think about it. I know for me, that's what it causes me. Sometimes I just want to be numb to everything because of the pressure of everything that's happening. I don't think a lot of people really realize what I carry because I carry it so well. You know, it's hard. No, I'm not gonna say it's hard because I'm gonna say it's a challenge. Things aren't hard. Things are a challenge. It's a challenge being trying to be a good father, trying to be a good person, trying to be a good partner, trying to be a good businessman, trying to be a good leader, trying to be a good builder, trying to be a good friend, a good son. um, and trying to become a billionaire at the same time, and trying to keep my mental state where I needed to be. I think that's been my
Yeah.
greatest challenge.
What I think it's like when like say like you first start something, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of people wouldn't hear or listen, you know.
Mhm.
And then once you become big, they want to start paying attention more.
Yeah. Yep.
I get that. So you're more busy when you're bigger because when you first start, they don't care. They think it's whatever. And then when you get big, they want to start liking it.
Have you ever heard the term "heavy is the head that wears the crown"?
No.
Essentially, everybody want to be the king, everybody want to be the boss,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes with a whole lot of responsibility and weight.
You have to make promises that you have to do.
There we go. You got to make a lot of promises. You got to keep them
That's
all.
why you stay out late.
Yeah.
Because you have to make those promises.
I'm fulfilling the promises to the people that I work with, and it's tough, And I'm not, let's say we got think about all the people we have on the network, and I get calls every single day, and for the people that's calling, it may be their first time calling me all week, but for
Yeah.
me, you already know, it's my 20th call, you know, to go back and forth, to the studio or solve problems. So, even late at night sometimes when I'm staying up because I got anxiety about the shows. So I'm always listening, making sure everything is sounding okay.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, yes, if you want to wear the crown and you want to be the king, the crown is heavy. It actually hurts your head, you know. So if you want to be the best, if you want to be the leader, if you want to be the king, you want to be the queen, you got to bear that responsibility.
Yeah.
Is that something that you feel like you would want to do? Do you feel like you would want to be the leader or something? Or
I do, but I feel like how do I say it? Okay, so
stop grabbing the mic. You hear it.
sorry. I feel like I would be able to,
Mhm.
but I would not because also I'm a kid
Mhm.
and a lot of responsibilities I can't do yet because I'm a kid.
I mean, even as a kid,
So-
they're kid leaders. I mean,
Yeah.
who's your favorite, person you watch on YouTube? Or who's your person, you watch that girl Lele all the time, and she's rapping and she got this whole team behind her. Now her parents, I'm
She
sure.
has her own TV show.
Exactly. So that comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, but how do you get that big though? Like
Work. How she got so good, you know what she was doing? She was practicing her craft since she been a little girl. Since she was, how old? 4 or 5?
she started when she was I think like 3.
So she's been practicing and she's been at it. But I listened to an audio recently and it was talking about being I'm trying to use the right term. I'm trying to remember the exact term that they use, but it is intensely obsessed with what it is you're trying to accomplish. Intensely obsessed. Now, I will share this with y'all. I have been intensely obsessed. I've been obsessed, and it's a big difference. It's different between being obsessed and intensely obsessed. Like I said earlier, it's a difference between being, serious and super serious. Now, everybody's serious
Yeah,
about what they do.
I think what you mean by that is like you could be serious, but you're not serious enough to like practice every single day, or you're not serious to practice or you're not serious to like say you were singing or dancing, right?
Mhm.
And you liked practicing, but you wouldn't practice 6 times a week. Like
Right.
you would practice probably 2 days out of the week, but it
Exactly.
would be serious to you. And yeah, you're getting practice in, but not enough.
Exactly. You know what made Kobe so great? Kobe Bryant, he would practice almost every day. And he would get up before everybody and he would leave after everybody left. He would make sure he put in more work than everybody. Now the question is, do you put in more work than everybody else? When you see Gabby Douglas and you see all these great people who've done what they've done, Howard Stern, Big Boy in the Morning, these people have done more work than people even know. They put in more time throughout the week than people see. They wake up earlier than everybody. They go to sleep later than everybody. They're doing more than a serious person. They are intensely serious about what it is they do. So you're absolutely right.
I've been serious about things, but it's like not really because if something hurts and I can't do it, I'll start like giving up. Like I don't know
Mm,
why.
tell me about that.
I don't know. I'm just it'll.
You
Uh,
so you feel like you're not good, you start giving up, right? And that's most people. I'm glad you said that because most people are like that. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to your uncle Dewan. He's in the comments. He said, "I can see my girl with her own show." We were talking about that. He said, "Go, Peyton." So we were talking about that earlier.
yeah.
Um, Arthur Jones, what's up, bro? Appreciate you for tuning in. Empower says, "Oh wow, yeah, that was me when it came to playing the piano. I was serious to play and study, but I wouldn't practice every day."
Play the piano too.
He said, "Do you put in the work more than everyone else?" And that's the difference, being intensely serious. So I have to get intensely serious. You know what an intensely serious person does? They don't.
They super serious. Like
All
they
right,
won't
all right, let me ask you this: what does a super serious person not do?
quit.
For sure, but not quitting is not the same as getting better. Some people think that they won't quit to the promised land, and that's not the case. Just because you don't quit, don't mean you're
I
moving
mean,
forward.
I feel like everybody quits. Everybody stops at. Everybody gets. It always gets hard at some point, and they would feel back down. But I feel like they would always.
You know, when you're intensely serious about what you're doing, quitting, you don't even think about. You just think about, how can I fix this? How can I solve this? Now, I will say
Sometimes
this.
I would cry because when I would stretch and stuff, it would hurt. Sometimes I would just cry.
I
Like
remember that. Yeah, you used to cry all the time for things you couldn't get right until you got them right, and then there's
I
a sense
still
of
do
joy,
now.
and that's okay because you have to practice. Remember when you were learning? I used it earlier. When you were learning your multiplication, I remember how difficult it was for you early on. You would cry. I'll make you do your threes, fours, fives, and now it's like that. So practice makes better, right? Practice makes better. It doesn't make perfect, but it
Yeah,
makes better.
that's what I was gonna say. When people say practice makes perfect, I don't believe that saying because nobody is perfect and
No,
you can't be perfect.
practice
That's
makes
not
progress.
that's something that's not really possible to be
Mhm.
perfect because everybody's the same. At the end of the day, everybody's everybody. So you can't be perfect.
Yeah, but you can't be progressive.
But you can progress and you can succeed, but you just can't be perfect.
Yeah,
And that's fine because nobody is.
and you know what's crazy? You don't need to be perfect to win. You don't need to be perfect to be successful. Isn't that interesting? You don't even need to be perfect. In baseball, if you hit the ball 2 out of 10 times, they'll pay you a lot of money. You hit the ball 3 out of 10 times, you're making millions. 3 out of 10. That's 30%.
But you still make money.
That means 7 out of 10 times you don't hit the ball, you miss, but you still get paid big money.
Because at least you put in an effort and you tried, right?
You don't have to be perfect. Reality is you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be intensely serious about what you're doing. If you're intensely serious, the skill will come, success will come, the things you want will show up. So I think the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now is because at times where I was intensely serious. But right now, I need to make sure that I'm getting back to being intensely serious, not wasting time. I mean, I'll be honest, Peyton, I'll be wasting time. I'll be on Instagram, you know, scrolling, scrolling, just on social media, just on watching TV, on the phone, you know. Oh, I gotta go get something to eat. I gotta go get something to eat. Waste more time, you know. I found myself last week specifically after I would drop you off at school, right? I mean, I like going to the beach. I like going to the beach and
I
looking.
haven't been to the beach in a while.
Yeah, I actually don't like going into the water, but I like going to look at the beach. I like going
It's
to see.
beautiful.
It is very beautiful, and it allows me to see far. Most of the time we're looking at things. We got trees, buildings, and all this stuff that's blocking our view, so we can't see at a distance. But seeing at a distance allows you to think bigger. You know that, right? don't know if I ever taught you this.
And the waves, the noise. It's like a white
It's very
noise.
calming. It's a white noise. It's very calming and it's natural. It's not controlled by anything but nature. So I think so. I like going and seeing, but I'll spend an hour just sitting out in my car, just looking at the water. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing because it's probably good for my mental health or whatnot. But I could be using that time differently, nevertheless. But more so, I need to make sure that I'm using my time better, Peyton. I have not been the best version of myself. I have not been who I want to be lately. I just haven't.
Sorry. Well, I wanted to say, who played the piano in the chat?
Well, what track?
In the chat.
Oh, his name was Empower You. I'm not sure who that is, but it's somebody on Facebook.
Yeah. So I can kind of relate to that because when I used to go to music class and stuff, I play a lot of instruments and it would be hard because I don't have a piano, I don't have drums, I have a flute, but it's like it's a very loud thing, so I feel like I only practice it at home.
Yeah.
So I'm serious about playing those things, but also I'm not because I don't practice enough because also I don't have that equipment. So it's harder, but I could, what's it called? Multitalented. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I do a lot of things and I try keeping up with them and trying them, but sometimes I can't because I have to do other things. Like every Thursday after school I would try and practice my my flute, but that was every Thursday, so I didn't get enough practice in. But I did get good at it.
Yeah, see, and you recognize something. You say you didn't get enough practice in. That's incredible to recognize that because the only reason why you wasn't as good as you could have been simply because
I didn't have that. The only thing I had was a flute. But I didn't practice my beats for my drum. I didn't practice my keys for my piano. I didn't play them at my grandpa's house. I didn't use something I can make with them. I wouldn't. I would just do nothing really. But I did get good at it because I memorized it.
Because you
from those classes.
You practiced a little bit.
I did, yeah.
If you would have been intensely serious, if you would have been super serious.
Tennis, I could do tennis, I could do gymnastics, I could do cheer, I could do dance, I could do instrumental. I could do so many things that I don't even practice that much, but I'm still really good at it.
Well, yeah, because you're talented. So, I mean...
I'm still flexible, and I only go to gymnastics 1-2 days out of the week. And I haven't done it in a while.
Let me ask you a question. So, what do you want to be super serious about? If there's anything. If there's nothing, there's nothing. But I'm just asking, is there anything that you want to be super
a lot of things, but I feel like I can't because if I do a lot of things, then I'll be booked that day. The same day I'll be booked. I feel like I change my mind a lot because I want to do everything, but I can't because it's so... I feel like if I do a lot of things, like how Beyonce, she has her own clothing line, that's all in one career because she raps, she dances, but that's all in one stage.
She sells clothes, she
does that all in one day because all those things connect together because they're in literally the same genre. They're all mixed together. But I do want to do like instrumental. I want to do singing. I want to do rapping. I want to do dancing. I want to do radio. I do want to do like nails and makeup. I want to do a lot of things, but I really want to do something that will put everything together, like a whole, like dancing, rapping, singing. That can all go in one concert.
Yeah.
But say I wanted to do gymnastics, say I wanted to do dance, say I wanted to do that could go in one concert. But if I want to have a clothing line, want to do makeup and nails, that can't go together. Right. It's in the same thing because it's still stylish, but still, I can't do all that together.
I see what you're saying.
So I want to do a lot of things, I want to do it in the same genre that I could put together.
No, you know what? And it's crazy you say that because I always say, things got to be connected. It's like a tree that builds branches.
Like what you do rapping and it's the same thing because you're talking.
Absolutely,
so that
words.
you could rap right now. That can create something, but nails and makeup and stuff that can't because it's not.
Genre. Well, and I think what you can do, you find a way to connect it. Like Rihanna, Rihanna has her Fenty makeup.
She has makeup,
Uh-huh.
true.
And
But
she
yeah, but
figured
she
out a way.
wears makeup to the concerts.
That's how you connect it. You see what I'm saying? So if you, let's say you were to do your own nails, which you always do,
Yeah.
and then you do your own makeup and you say, hey, this is I'm dancing, I'm performing, but I do my own
I
nails.
can wear nails, I can wear makeup,
Uh-huh.
I can wear my clothing line,
Absolutely.
plus rapping,
And that's
dancing, and
exactly
singing.
how you do it. I mean, so but that's as I'm glad you're thinking about that, and I'm glad you're thinking on that in that
But
in that
that's
way
what I
form.
want to do. I want to do a lot of things.
Yeah, and you know what? And you young, so you got a lot of time to figure out a lot of things that you want to do. So
I feel
I think that you are right where you're supposed to be, Peyton.
being younger is better because you can make history.
Yeah. So we gotta get out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Always have a good time. I appreciate y'all in the comments. Ray from California, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yeah, see y'all next time. Peace out.
Bye.
Uncle Dewan says, Peyton, you have the world in your reach. Sounds like you're becoming the Paul daughter.
Oh, I thought I said Pat. Okay.
Appreciate y'all, man. Much love.
Bye.